welcome back to Lockdown Workshop, part 2 of the Mountfield. We've got a couple of bits that we need to finish off and address, so sorry. I've got a new air filter to go in there. I've got the 2 missing springs, and I've got a couple of bolts for up there because these were a bit scabby and didn't look very brilliant. I don't think either of them are the original bolts. Hopefully these will fit. They claim to be not genuine parts, but compatible, shall we say. So we'll see if they fit. They should do. Let's get the scabbiest one off first. You can see that's gouging a nice hole in the edge of there. I don't know where the best place to put them is. I suppose it's on the inside. So I don't know which one of these is the original. I suspect it might be neither of these, because that's just looks like somebody's had the blowtorch on that one. So just chuck that on the floor down there. It's actually in here. It doesn't go that side. Oh no, it's a good strong fit. It has actually got a proper recess bolt that sits around, so I think that's a lot better than what we had before. Same with this side, because I don't think even this side's got a proper recess bolt on it. You see the bolt's got a profile to match the edge of the tube. I think given that it's about a couple of minutes of video in there, the camera froze. I can't quite see the thing from there. So what I was saying was the bolt that's in there that I put in, it had already pulled out. The bolt at the back is okay, it's nice and tight. But what I was thinking about doing was dropping a riv nut into the tin there, and then putting a cap's head Allen key into that one, and then threading the one at the back and using a cap's head Allen key in that one as well. So we do need to get these off anyway to get to the bit that we need to get to. So this bit round here, which we'll put a thread in that, tap and die it. Oh, spider. We'll tap that out for an M4 or an M6, and then we'll put an M6 or an M4 riv nut in there, and then put a bolt down into that one so it bolts onto the tin work a bit better, because that's in a mess. The only way to fix that's to put blobber weld in it, and I can't be bothered to really. It'll just go again. So riv nut's the right way to go with that one. And we'll just get that off and put the new filter in it. And while we've got that out of the way, then we should be able to get to the springs to put the extra springs on and set things. We still do have to look at one of these. I can't remember which one of these is not functioning properly. I think it's this one. So we'll have to get that wheel cover off and find out what's going on behind there, why that's not working. I suspect it's just bent or misaligned or seized up. Anyway, right, let's crack on. Oops, drill. Riv nut. Right, we've got to find the right ends for the right bits. And of course I took the right end out the other day, so that's the correct puller. So that's to go in there. Everything's got a reverse thread as well, just to make life interesting. And I've left the little tool behind. it's got a little torque just to tighten it up. It's built into the hand clamp, and then that goes in with a reverse thread as well, just for shits and giggles. And then you screw that onto there. And then hopefully that should be a nice snug fit. Hopefully now, if we wind that out, it should come out, he says. Not sure if this is working. It might be, I think you might want to smack with a hammer, to be honest. I think it's splayed out a bit, and the bit that does the plunger in is actually going past. I think the tool is broken. It's funny because I was going to buy a new one of these the other day. Yeah, that plunger there, I think, is going past the bits that lift the plunger out of the way. Let me go whack it there again. Giving it a little bit of percussive maintenance. The wrong bits are coming undone here. The wrong bits have come undone. The problem is when you're unscrewing it, you're going against the other bits that screw out at that point. I think I'm screwing out. Fortunately, I can't get this off. Yeah, that one's come out. So I need to screw that one back in. Screw that one over the top of it. And then gently screw that one in so it doesn't make the other one come undone. Like it is doing. That's better. Let's just jump past it again. So give me a nice big fat blood blister on my thumb. Yeah, I think these are knackered. I think that might have crushed it enough though. Hopefully. I think these are absolutely foobarred. Yeah. The central plunger there gets lifted by those two pins there, and it's just going round the outside of it. So I've given it a good whack once to try and knock those two bits in, but it doesn't appear to be having it. I'll give it one more go. Are we back? Right, yeah. Right. I think we'll give up with that. I've tried whacking it with a hammer again. It's not showing any signs. I think that it was just a cheap and nasty one. Right, question is, can I sneak that down there? Probably not. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to cut a thread in that one, but I'm going to have to take the tin work off, and I really don't want to take the tin work off. Guess I'm going to have to take the tin work off. If you remember, these weren't 10mm. They were slightly less than 10mm because they're imperial. That's made a right mess of my thumb. That's got a right blood blister. It ate my thumb. There's one thing. While we've got this off, we can have another look at the thing and find out why it's and how that's not having it. Let's just fetch the baby one out. Then what was it? Was it a 3/8? We thought it was. Yeah, it's a 3/8. Flipping septic measurements. Yeah, I know I use them for my woodwork, but that's different. Well, scatter everything to the four winds, because nothing ever goes. Right. Nearly there. Right, never tried doing that before with the drill. I've seen them do it on other ones. We're going to have a look at this one, see if we can find out why this keeps sticking. I think he just wants to sputter oil down in the shaft. Should really have light engineering oil, but we'll. I don't know where the spring is. I'm assuming the spring's in there, so I can't quite get to that though. I suppose that'll get to it eventually. Right, let's sling this back on. I've scattered everything to the four winds. I short hold on until we've got that off, to be honest. Just in case I can't get to this. Oh, there's ends everywhere on here. Right. Now apparently one of them goes from there to there and the other one goes from there to there where we've got it, but we've given that a bit of heavy duty yanking, which I'm not entirely sure was the best thing for it, but at least it got it running at the right speed. But I suspect we might have to push that back when we come on. really messes with my mind trying to work out which way to twist this to get it off. Oh, thought I had it. So it's that way. Nope, that's going to go backwards again. You know, I got it sussed last time and I could just get it straight off. It's got to go that way. It's got to be that way. I think the thing was I had the other end off when I was doing it, so it made life easier. Should we do that? Send it that way and come on. There we go. Just come straight off now. Right, so we've got 2 springs to put on there and we've got the thing to put on there. I'll do that in a moment. Just going to go for my tea. Right, goodies bag. Oh, we've got a spark plug as well. I don't think that looks anything like that one. Well, it's the right one, but that would explain a few things why it's a bit hard to start. Let's have a look, see if this is, I don't think this is the right spark plug. I think this is one of those ones where they've just given us a generic spark plug. Could be proved wrong. No. The important thing is it's got the same depth. I think that might be a better fit because I think that was a bit of a stretch for that old thing. So normally you just snug them up and then it's quarter of a turn more, usually, because they've got a compression washer on. It's quite possible that they're comparable anyway, these two, but that does seem to be a better fit there. Right, springs. There's one spring. Oh, that's interesting. Where's the other spring? There it is. So that's the spring that's missing. That's the spring that goes from there to there. Would you like to get a bit closer for this one? Don't even know if you can see that. Oh, this is fiddly. Right, I don't know which one's easiest to put it on first. Possibly this one. That's it. Can't see anywhere out of the way that can fit. So, fiddly nowhere through there. That's it, that's on. I think that's just to keep tension on it. It doesn't appear to. Mind you, it's, I think it's for the idle, so I think what you're supposed to do is actually a little bit, you're supposed to bend that back. Then as we think all of this is pretty much mullered as well, so that's supposed to be your slow idle. It is stretching it a bit, so that's what it's supposed to do. and then this one is supposed to go through there and onto there. That does look a bit more tighter than the one we took tighter, more tight than the one we took off. But of course, don't forget these are copy springs, and I don't think they are original. Not for what I paid for them anyway. That to be flipping awkward. Right. So we might have to plan to bend that back a bit now, because that's I wonder if that might have been better the other way over, so it's not lean, it's not catching on that at all. Let's just bend that back a bit. It's where we think it was originally. Yeah, so that's it. When it's on there, let's see if that makes any difference. Put this back on now. What did I do with the other spanner? Oh, it's down here. Oh, that's dropped out again, because that's really helpful that it does that. Years later. Nearly there. Click. Click. One more. Click. Right. I think I can get that on anyway without the thing. Where's some new screws? On a stick. In my pocket. Did we chuck on the floor down here? I suspect we left them in the workshop. You on camera, Ricky? Alright. Well then, I'm just going to check the length on this one, because it's going to go down in there. So it needs to stick through there by that much. Yeah, I think that'll do. I was going to try and get away with putting a shorter one in, but I don't think it's... spot on. I tell you what it does need though, it needs a washer. Probably got a good get there. Probably could get away with one slightly smaller. No, that's longer. That's a smidgen shorter. Nope, I don't think that's long enough. Right, back to plan A. I think it'll be alright for that one over there. Anyway, right, we need to get some, these needs a slightly bigger washer. Just to make sure it's lined up over the hole. That's perfect, that. Good thing about it is the more you tighten these up, it actually pulls the riv nut tighter. And I didn't take that screw out of there. That's going to be a right old pain. Nope. Back off again. Just need to check this one, see if it's alright for length. Might have to drill this hole out a bit, I think. I don't think it's big enough to get the screw through. Check it for length as well. Yeah, I don't think it's long enough. I'll just have to run a drill bit through there. We made one good drill bit set out of two there. Don't lose that. Right, 5mm we want. It's an M5, so it's a 5mm diameter hole. Are you watching? Right, I think we'll need to swap this for the slightly longer one. Or slightly longer. Let's see if that. Chop that out. See if that does go all the way down. Oh, that's not long enough. Where's my poking stick? Right, let's go for that longer one we found. This one should definitely be long enough. I think this is going to be the one that's hardest to seat as well. That's perfect. That. So we'll just line that one up. It's got to be the one that you can't afford to screw up as well, because it's into a thin piece of metal that's just, so you definitely don't want to over tighten it. That's it, click. We'll find where I put the other one bit. Where do we put the other bit? I've just seen it. Oh, it's all kicking off. Can you see it? I was stuck in it 2 seconds ago. Has it fallen out? It could be under there, but I can't see it. Oh, I see it. Blind Toller. You were going, it's over there, you silly old git. So there we go. We've improved our Briggs & Scrapham engine by 200% here, just by threading that. So that should stop rocking around and being a right stupid pillock. Right. I'm just going to sort this out now. Pull it back a bit, pull it down a bit. That's that. So that's the disgusting one. The big bear's come to have a look. He's a Hungarian Commodore. I don't think you've seen him that up close before. Right, so these are an oil-based filter. So the idea is you want to get a good amount of oil on them. So this is just engine oil, and that's all you use. Try not to cover the bear with oil, because that's will never get him clean. He's not partial to being a clean dog, as you can probably see. We're having a bit of a battle with him at the moment. Get him in his haircut. He's not happy. He's not a happy bunny. Right, just squeeze it all out, so it's all the way through it all. Right, doesn't need to be absolutely ringing. You're supposed to dab it out a bit as well, I think, but we'll not let that get us overexcited. And you've got to make sure you put it in the right way round. So the fat bit's over there, and that bit goes in there. Now the proper Briggs & Scrapham ones, they actually go over the edge, but that's fine because it comes in through there. It's got to go through to get down, so it doesn't really matter. I suspect what'll happen is it could suck it round that edge, but it's just keeping the big chunks out, really. But that's what happens when you buy cheap second-hand, cheap aftermarket parts instead of the really expensive Briggs & Scrapham ones. Oh, my hands are covered in oil. Bear with me 2 seconds. Stop recording. Stop recording. And it's not working. I can't touch it. My hands are covered in that. Come on, big bear, out of the way. Come on, out of the way. No, don't be naughty. You're on pinch again, aren't you? Come on. Oh, you stink, mate. This is how rude, Dad. Tell everybody on Facebook that I stink. Well, it's not Facebook for starters. It's YouTube. Same difference. No, don't be naughty. Right. Right then. Shall we give it a whiz and see if it'll go? Start time. If I can work out how this one works. So we'll put that into kind of a run mode. That's it. 3 good squirts of that once you feel it is primed. Where's the on-off switch? I thought there was an on-off switch. Or am I thinking of a different one? I think that's it. Right. That seems to work a lot better now. It's running, certainly running better. I think we just do need to pull that out a little bit. That's it. Seems to be going all right. I think we can probably fine-tune that a little bit. I suspect the other one wants shoving in a little bit, but no, quite pleased with that. We'll just have a quick circle with the other lever. It's hard to do these levers with this thing on, but the trouble is when you have the air filter off, it's not a good representation of the setting the thing, because it starts to run too lean. Yeah, so I was trying to pull that out a little bit. So what we can do is, when it goes over there, it becomes tighter. So we'll just give that a little nudge that way. And we need to maybe knock that one back in a little bit. I do think we probably want to swap that round lever bar. We could definitely put that on the wrong way round because it's catching because of the way it is. I'm not sure if it'll be any different, to be honest. Partly because that's pulling out this way. This one really moves it out of the way of that. I think that's supposed to be like an emergency one actually now. If I think of it. It's only when it does make top end is that get brought into it. Right. Put it back together and see where that's. I'll have one last go and then we'll call it a day because I think it's running all right now. Yeah, don't lose that. Bent. It is. Never mind. And then all we've got to do is just look at that. Last bit. Let's see if we can work out what's wrong with this. Then we can chuck our load of stuff away. think these just pop off because they've fallen off the other side. Yep, there you go. The same front to back, haven't they? No. Right, let's see if we can find a socket for that. 13, so that should be a half. Yep, if half fits better. Question is, well, let's do it. There might not be enough snot in this to get it off. Oh, there we go. Crap. That's the other end of that goes in there, so don't lose that. Is that another 13? I suspect this is the bit that's got the issue. No, that's possibly a 14. Well, the next size up from a half. Right, what are we on to now? 9/16. I've ever used a 9/16 in all my life. So according to this then, the half should have fit. Have we got an interlock? No, because that's a 14. That's a 9/16 and it doesn't fit. This is definitely a half. Let's try a half out of a different set. It could be that it's just rusty. That half fits. I don't know why this half doesn't. I suspect that's because it's rusty. Ah, now it's going up and down. Unless it was this one that didn't work. No, that one's fine. So it's just that was too tight. So we'll wang a bit of grease in there and see what's going on. Get it all out, clean them up a little bit. Yeah, I think it's possibly just over tight. Not for it's there. It's going to be an absolute pig to get back in. I'll just squirt a bit of white grease down here. Don't forget to put that nut in the back of there. We will be crying. And then that needs to go up inside there. And that needs to go there. And we've already thrown it on the floor. I can't see it. Well, according to that, that should be. Oh, now everything's 20 pairs of hands. What was in there? That was. There. Oh, it's biting. Let's get them lined up so they're the same. suspect it's just been over tightened and crushed. Not the easiest mechanism, and that was a pile of shit behind it as well. That's it. We're back. Right, that's it. Job's done. Not too bad, that one. Runs nice. Starts okay now. Runs fine. It's clipped the lawn. Could do a stick another blade on it. That one is slightly bent. I probably do have another one. In fact, we're going to have a right. Let's try and do this without tipping oil or gas all over the place. I won't be in the good books if I do that. Try not to hit Barry's bike. Ooh, look at all the water. Right, let's try. Hopefully that won't tip oil over. Let's have a quick look at this. Alright, so no, possibly. It's a bit short. Yeah, it's a little bit short. If we get a push, it might do. I think the best thing we can do with it is actually is just sharpen it, to be honest. It doesn't actually look that bad now. Look at it now. We've run it over the grass a few times. It did take a bit of a hit the other day, but you never know. That might have straightened it up. Just need to be careful doing this in case it starts up. But actually, that's about the same level now. Leave that. Right, jobs are good. Put them to one side. So that's it. Mountfield's done. That was an absolute basket case when they come out. I'll be honest. I thought that were going home in pieces. The body itself looked absolutely shocking because it was just that covered over in crap, and you could still see a bit of it. You could do with the pressure washer off. That was actually in bits. I clipped that back together. The top was all smashed off. There was no pull cord for it. It just looked a mess. But obviously I've cleaned it up now. I could clean up a bit further. I could hammer right underneath. But actually, now we've used it a couple of times underneath, most of that rust and stuff that was under there, it wasn't really. It was just surface rust. It's been protected by all the stuff that was left on it. So actually, it's not in that bad a nick. It's picked up a fair bit of grass from the other day. So I just need to. We do need to level it up so it's on about the same. So I think this is on. It's only got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. 5 positions if it was in that top one. It does, so it's in 1, 2, 3. It was in position 4. So this is in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it's actually level now. It wasn't level before. So that's spot on. That's about. They don't cut as low as cylinder mowers, but that's good. That can go under the house now. We're keeping that one because, as I said, the ones we've got aren't that brilliant. I could do just a little tweak up, but now that's it. Right, we'll clear away the tools. I've got some other stuff I need to do. I need to get started in the workshop emptied. So that's it for videoing tonight. I have got a couple of other machines that need fixing, but I need to get the workshop tended to first. Anyway, so like and subscribe. Job's good.